Okay, today we connect fractions to division. We'll complete each number sentence to solve. Let's look at the first one. 6 students share 8 apples equally. How many apples does each student get? So 8 divided by 6. That's 8 divided by 6. Okay? When we simplify, we get 1 and 1/3. Now, why do we say 8 divided by 6 like this? Well, if you remember, before, if we had 8 whole, we would have the 8 whole, and then we would divide it into 6 equal parts. And that way we would count them, right? So that would be the 8 whole. We divide it into 6 parts. So instead of drawing it out like this, we just take the 8 whole and divide it by 6. Look how this resembles a division symbol. A number, numerator, divided by a number in the denominator. Our division symbol, okay, and our fraction. All right, so let's take a look. This we know we simplified because we know that there is 8 divided by 6. There's 1 whole 6 into 8 with 2 remaining. Okay, so here we have, if we say how many 8s are in 6, 8 take away 6, we get 1. What would be left would be 2 6. But this could be simplified because they both are even. They both can be divided by 2. And that's why we get 1/3. Okay, so that this becomes, divide this by 2, divide this by 2. This becomes 1 and 1/3. Okay? All right. Just want to really take the time to explain that. So let's take a look over here at number 2. 10 boys share 7 cereal bars equally. There we are. 7 bars, 10 boys share it. So we know we are not going to divide up the boys, but we're going to divide up the cereal bars, okay? So the cereal bars are divided by 10. What fraction of the cereal bar does each boy get? So let's take a look. Here's a cereal bar, and we divide the cereal bar by 10. They get 7/10. That's it. We cannot simplify it because 7 and 10, they do not have a number in common. So we leave them as they are. All right, let's move on to number 4. On number 4, we have 3 girls share 8 yards of fabric equally. How many yards of fabric does each girl get? So what is being broken up here? The girls are the fabric. The fabric is. So the 8 yards of fabric, we're dividing it by 3 girls. Okay, so each of the 3 girls will get a piece. So let's take the 8 yards divided by 3. So how many yards will each girl get? So then we ask ourselves, how many 3s are in 8? And we know that there are 2, which is a 6. And how many would be left over would be 2. Okay, thirds. All right, because we're counting by 3s. So how many 3s are in 8? 2. How many 3s are left? 2 3s are left. Okay, 2/3. Let's take a look at number 6. Number 6. 9 friends share 6 cookies equally. What fraction of the cookie does each friend get? So then we have the cookies and 9 friends. So here are the cookies being divided by 9 friends. Now, 6 and 9 have a number in common. That number is, you guessed it, 3. So they divide both by 3. Now we discover that there are 2 3s in 6, and there are 3 3s in 9. So each friend gets 2/3 of a cookie. Let's look at number 8. 3 sisters share 5 sandwiches equally. how many sandwiches does each sister get? So we have 5 sandwiches divided by 3 sisters. So let's take a look at that. Because 5 is more than the 3, we can say how many 3's are in 5. We know that there's 1. And how many 3's are left after we take out one of the 3's from 5? 2 3's are left. Let's look at number 10. 5 friends share 6 cheesecakes equally. How many cheesecakes will each friend get? There are 5 friends share 6 cheesecakes. So the cheesecakes divided among 5 friends will give us 6/5, which means they will each get how many cheesecakes? All right, if you have 6 divided by 5, how many 5's are in 6? Well, we know we at least have one whole. And how many 5's are left once we take one 5 out of 6? 1 is left. Okay? And that is our lesson. See you soon.